Now we get into funding, and say we have a broad range, although Southwest Wind Power with the SkyStream has a price list that can be used. Let's say we're really not sure what it's going to be, so we enter a really broad range for the turbine. We want the school to spend somewhere in the range of $4,000. A sponsor, it'd be nice if we could get $3,500. The utility, let's try and get another $3,500 from a utility. So we have $11,000 that have been contributed to the project with a range of $10,000 to $20,000. So we might be able to pay for it, but we're not sure. So a warning comes up that says the project might be short of funds because of this $20,000 looming. Luckily, one of the alumni of the school said, "I'll cover whatever's left, no worries." So we enter our alumni and $9,000. We have $20,000. $20,000 matches the higher end of the estimate, and now we don't have to worry about funding. We're covered. Okay, the feasibility analysis. In South Dakota, we generally estimate 6 to 7 cents. We'll use 6 cents for a kilowatt hour of electricity. And then the regional description, by default, uses the Rayleigh distribution, but we can adjust it to a Weibull distribution. And instead of giving values 1.8 or 2.3, I've just listed them as regional descriptions. So we'll switch to the Great Plains, and that adjusts our curves a little bit. The power curve is the SkyStream 3.7, 2.4 kilowatt, an estimate of the curve, and then these are the different distributions. The turbine height, that's an option. By default, it's the first one you listed, but we can also switch to the 70-foot option and see the differences there. Maybe you want to print out 2 versions of the report and show the difference it can make. So 9 and 22, and then if we switch to the 70, we can get 18 and 37 on our capacity factor. Significant change in the estimate for a height change. And now we've reached the end of the document. One nice feature to do before, along the lines of a site assessment, along with getting the satellite image, is that satellite image can also be pulled into a program called SketchUp. If I pull that program up, and I can just show you an example of how we use it in South Dakota. We take a satellite image from Google Earth and we place turbines, and in this case the SkyStream 3.7, so that it gives you a feel of what it looks like. And one of the most powerful features is the simplest, and that's a ruler. Based on the satellite image dimensions, we can measure things. So I know that this turbine is about 303 feet away from the school before even going to the school. And then it also gives a really quick preview. You can send these images or files to the school. The software is free, so they can see the difference between a guide and a monopole. You can make comments, set an offset circle. This is 1.1 times the maximum height. It's recommended in South Dakota that we go with that by the Public Utilities Commission. So we enter that information as well as some others, and then we can actually drop that into Google Earth and see it in color. So now I'm just going to drop those turbines on the map. We'll rotate quickly, zoom in, and now we're at the school. Here's the front parking lot. Option 1, 2, and the third option is in back. We didn't put a turbine because it's the third option. We really would prefer not doing it. And now our turbine is in, and we can show this to the school either as a video like we're doing now, or just some simple screen captures to say this is what it could look like. I think with that, that's the, oh, and then the final step is to print this document. So if we take a look at what it looks like printed, we'll just do a preview so you can see it on the screen. Okay, here's our document. It says data acquisition might be a problem, and that's because of a checkbox that we put here. We said no, it's not within 500 feet of the proposed location, which actually looking at my options, that needs to be switched, and then these error bars will disappear, cleaning up the document, no error messages. But the first page has all of our contact information about the school, approval is documented, any financial support, site assessment, the various options, pictures, wind regime, the tower options that were selected, notes on foundation and permitting, construction schedule, installation partners, funding to make sure the money's covered, and a quick feasibility analysis, all within 6 pages you can put on the clipboard and take with you, or quickly send a printout to the school or PDF via email. With that, thank you for your time, and I hope this was informational. Contact us. Again, the link is within the document. If we go to the instructions page, down at the bottom, the contact link, or just go to our website.